Right, welcome back to the competition series. Week 16, if you've been following us, okay, we've already done week 20, week 18, week 16, because we're on a countdown, not a count up, of course. Right, so 16 weeks out, where are we at? Myself, I started this at 84 kilos. I am now down to 83 kilos. Since the last video at week 18, I made one change to my diet, which was I took out 10 grams of carbs per meal. So if you look below, you'll see the change in my diet, week 18, week 17. Now, I took that out and I went from 84 to 83 kilos. So I had a 1 kilo drop. At that point, I decided not to change anything else, hoping that I'd get another little run in. But unfortunately, this week, I'm still at 83 kilos, so I have got a change coming up. Now, this week, what we're going to talk about are these changes and these tweaks, okay? Hopefully you've done your homework, which was to write out your diet plan, okay, your base diet. From that, okay, we do these, or what I call tweaks, to come into competition stage. Now, if you take a look at our body fat chart, okay, which should be coming across the screen now, looking far better than me, okay? You'll see different people at different body fat percentages. What I want you to do is try and take a look and guess roughly where you are on your body fat scale, okay? Now, back to me again. Okay, on this body fat scale, it tells you roughly where you are. Now, doing a competition's easy because you can see roughly where you need to get to, and that's anywhere between 4 and 8% body fat, okay? The more muscle you carry, believe it or not, the less lean you can get and sort of get away with it because you've got more muscle mass to carry that off. Again, I'm not the biggest guy on the planet, so I have to come in absolutely shredded. So I never let my body fat go over between about 14 and 18% because I've got to come down to that 4% to look amazing. I'll let you in a little secret, this year, I'm not going to get the 4%, maybe 6, okay? Simply because to get that low, a little bit of you dies, okay? I'll be honest, you have to murder yourself. So, from that chart, we're going to take a look and you're going to see where you are at, okay? So if you're 16%, 18%, 20%, okay? And you know where you've got to get to. Aim for 6, somewhere between 4 and 8. What that does is that gives you a scale. Because realistically and scientifically, you can lose about 1% of your body weight per week, okay, metabolizing fat. If you're losing more than that, okay, you're actually metabolizing muscle at the same time. We don't want that, okay? You have to work hard to get that blood and muscle. We all know that, so you want to keep all of it. I've seen guys in the off season, they look flipping brilliant, look massive, look huge. And for some reason, they want to do the 12-week diet. Everybody wants to do a 12-week diet, okay? And they end up losing as much muscle that they ever gained for their whole year on the off season. We don't want you to do that. So take a look. If you're looking around 18% and you need to get down to 4, you need a minimum of 16 weeks on a diet, okay? It's that simple, okay? If you're at 20% and you want to get down to 6%, you know, equate it up because you need to give yourself 1% per week, roughly, to get down. This is for a person between 80 and 100 kilos, okay? We can work with about 1 kilo loss a week, maximum, okay? You also have to give yourself 2 extra weeks on top of that time scale. You're going to get sick, you might get injured, okay? You need to give yourself an extra couple of weeks just for things to go wrong. And ideally, another 2 weeks on top of that, so you're ready about 10 days out. So the last 2 weeks to the competition, okay, you can decide one of 2 things. Are you going to let the plane glide in, or are you really just picking a spot on the mountainside and crashing the bugger, okay? So, take a look at the body fat chart. If you're at 16%, you know you need to get to 6. That gives you 10 weeks, plus an extra 4, okay? So that gives you an idea about how long you actually need to diet for. Now, myself, like I said, the first week I made a tweak. I knocked out 10 grams of carbs per meal, okay? From that tweak, I lost 1 kilo in the first week. Now, as we were saying, we want between 1% weight loss a week, which for me is between half a kilo and 1 kilo. So I got that 1%. I didn't make another change that next week because that's too much too quick. I let it run. You're hoping that you get another week out of it without having to make any sort of change at all. My second week, no change. You think I'm making this up for the video? I'm not. Honestly, this is the way your body works. So now this week I have got a tweak to make. So you guys, what I need you to do is I need you to write down 14 different changes that you think you can make to your diet, okay? That's gonna be your homework. So for me, it can be dropping carbs out of a meal, dropping meals, high carb, low carb days, increase in exercise. Remember, weight loss is a seesaw. You can either increase your exercise or you can decrease your food intake, okay? But if you can only think of 6 things that you can do with your current diet and your current regime between now and show day, you're making too big a set of cuts, okay? I know what to do through years of experience, and I'm going to be letting you in on my secrets every week. If you watch the series, you will see the tweaks that I'm making. I'm going to set them out for you. But your homework is to try and think of 14 tweaks between now and show day. Like I said, if you can only come up with 5, it just shows you're cutting way too fast, way too quick. It's all about a nice, slow, gentle descent, because what we want you to do is keep that muscle that you've worked hard to get. So don't forget, subscribe up here, like down here, scroll down, you'll see my current diet, you'll see my current tweaks, and you'll see my current training program. Any questions as well, write them down below, and I will get back to you. Sean keeps telling me that. By the way, today we're sponsored by my local university, UCLA. Like hell. It's Northern Ireland, it's freezing. I never figured out that dieting around this time of year would suck so much. But what do? See you in 2 weeks time. You felt like crap, you're really drained, okay? You're only getting 3/4 of the way through each set. You have to stop at rep 8 and you're meant to be getting rep 12, okay? That is a problem. That's your body telling you that you are going catabolic. If that happens to you, okay, as a drug-free athlete, you have to do something about it. The only way you can reverse that is you have to add in more food, or you have to decrease your CV. You have to reverse out of a tweak. You can't let that carry on, because you will just burn your muscle.